Pilates instructor, and we are on day 7 of this lower back pain challenge. Now, before you dive in with this, if you have any injuries, lower back pain, or just in general, make sure you're signed off by your healthcare practitioner to join in. If you're going to do it anyway, at your own risk, just be careful. Do this at your own risk. Listen to your body. If you have any pain, you're going to stop. That being said, it's going to be very gentle. So yesterday, we focused on the core, a word I don't really like to use because it's not the core of our being. But this sort of area of our body. We focused a little bit more on the front side of our body yesterday. We're going to focus a little bit more on the back side of the body today. It works together. You can't really work one without involving the other. But yeah, we're going to focus a little bit more specifically on strengthening the lower back area today. So we're going to start off with some roll downs just to get the spine moving, and then we will be pretty much on our belly for most of this. So if you stand at the back end of your mat, have your hands down by the side of the body, take a breath in, and then as you breathe out, start to tuck your chin towards your chest. Start to roll down through your spine. You're going to move through your shoulders, into your mid-back, into your lower back. As usual, just let everything drop. Chill out. You can have your knees a little bit, you can really bend if your hamstrings are tight. Take a breath in here. Sorry, the lighting's a bit weird today. On your breath out, you're going to soften your knees, tuck your tailbone, and restack. And then we'll stay down on the next one. So once you're back up, take a breath in, breath out, bring your chin to your chest. It's going to initiate our roll down. And then once you're here, come down onto your hands. Well, actually come down onto your belly. So find yourself all the way down onto your stomach. Okay, so once you are here, you're going to place one hand on top of the other, a bit like a pillow. So make a little pillow for your forehead. Your legs are going to be, you're going to rest your forehead down, but I'm going to be looking at the camera, so I'm going to be turning slightly this way. You're going to have your legs about hip distance apart, so not too wide, not too narrow. And we're going to very slightly, if you're anything like me and your hips are feeling a little tight today, if this is kind of happening a little bit, you're going to very slightly just think about tucking your tailbone 10% down towards the floor, so that it's almost like I'm trying to push my pubic bone down in towards the floor slightly. So I've got a little bit of length in the lower back. From here, we're going to think about lifting up from our thoracic spine, which is actually just above the lower back, so sort of this area. This is all going to stay nice and stable for us. You're going to keep your hands glued onto your forehead. Take a nice big deep breath in. You're going to start to lift your head up off the floor, and then your shoulders, and then your mid-back, and just pausing, keeping sort of your bottom rib on the ground. And then as you exhale, you're going to slowly control it down. Feel free to go a little higher if you want, but make sure that you don't sort of like control. It's all about control. Take a breath in, slowly lifting up, keeping your feet on the ground. And then as you exhale, slowly bringing it down. Let's go for 3 more. Taking a breath in, slowly lifting, still thinking about that 10% little tuck down of the tailbone. Breath out, controlling it down. Let's go for another 2. Take a breath in. And breath out. Once more, breath in. And breathing out. Okay, let's do the legs. So we're going to go one leg at a time to start off with, because I want you to think about your sort of stability here. I don't want you to have done this one as well before. I want you to sort of kick the leg up and let the pelvis just do its own thing. You're in control of your pelvis. So floating the right thigh up and away, take a breath in. And then as you exhale, control it down. So we're going to think about things that are helping us to lift our leg here. We're going to lift the left leg up as we do that. Obviously, these guys, the glutes. The lower back, it's really hard to completely disengage and stop that working. It is working a little bit to help us lift that leg. I'm going to take a breath in here. And a breath out. Left side, breath in. Breath out. Now feel free to carry on with single leg if that feels enough for you today. If not, we can do 4 with both legs at the same time. So taking a breath in, reach both thighs up and away. Make sure the legs don't sort of go wide, keep them hip distance. Breath out, control it down. Let's go for 3 more. Take a breath in. And a breath out. 2 more. Breath in. Breath out. Once more, breathing in. Reach the thighs up. Start to swim the thighs. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, point your toesies, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Give your hips a little wiggle from side to side. Okay, now before we come up, I'm going to get you just to come onto your elbows. Now, once you're on your elbows, I just want you to think about very slightly pushing the floor away. So in this position, it's quite easy to sort of sink into the shoulders, which is fine. Sat on the beach, marvellous, but I just want to create a little bit of space in between the ears and the shoulders. The lower back is not feeling happy here. I want you to do this leg flat on your stomach. If you feel okay, just bend your right knee so your heel is coming towards your butt. And I just want you to actively pull that heel towards your butt as you push the front of this right hip down into the ground. If you're having any lower back pain, as I said, come onto your stomach. You could also try just bringing your chin to your chest and see if that makes any difference at all. And then we're going to lower that leg down and do the same on the left side. Lifting this left heel towards the butt actively. You don't need to sort of get hold of it and yank it, just seeing how far it comes in as you push the front of your left hip down in towards the ground. Release that leg. Okay, so feeling a little bit mean, we're going to do a plank. Now if you can't do a plank, that's all good, you're going to do it on your knees, but the main thing here is if you do a plank on your knees, we don't want our hips sticking up, we're looking for a straight line through the body. So elbows, let's put them directly underneath our shoulder blades. If you're going to go toes, tuck your toes. If you're going to stay on the knees, stay on the knees. I'm going to start by showing you on the knees. I want you to think about lifting that entire core. So right now we have quite a lot of extension through the core. You're going to very slightly just tuck the tailbone down towards the floor, and then you may push yourself up onto your knees, and that's going to be your plank on your knees. Okay, barely lifting the hips, but you're off the ground, and it probably feels not very nice. If you're feeling toes, exactly the same deal. You're going to lift up, keeping your body in a nice straight line, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And we will hold it for 10, 9, thinking about that entire center of our body. Let's say 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, pop the knees down, 1, walk your hands back so you can bring yourself all the way back through to a forward fold, feet hip distance apart. Let your body just hang off the spine, off the pelvis. And then slowly steady with your heel and all 5 toes on the floor. You're going to just start to restack from the lower back, so that's going to peel you up into your mid back and into your upper back and your neck and your head, and have a marvellous rest of your day.